Hi everybody, Marty Craftsman here again. We're going to do some more cooking, and I'm going to use my favorite cooking instrument, my weapon of mass destruction. I'm going to use the pressure cooker. Today I'm going to cook something that a lot of people would like to know how to cook. A lot of people cook it in a way that it's not the old-fashioned way, and it's not quite as good, at least in my opinion. And I'm going to cook some chicken and dumplings. This is the old-fashioned way where you make your own dumplings and you get all the chicken off the bone, and this is something that is really a very good meal, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, this is 1/2 a cup of plain flour. Alright, this is a little bit of milk I got laying around. Actually, I didn't have any milk. I'm out of it. I'm an old retired guy. I don't go to the store very often. I got to be out of everything before I go to the store. So I mixed up a little powdered milk into some water, and that's my milk. But if you have some real milk, it would probably be much better. Alright, I'm going to pour a little milk in there, and it's going to, I don't measure anyway. You just pour it in there and get a little bit going. Then we kind of stir it up and see what it looks like. If we need some more, we pour some more. If we pour too much, we just dump a little extra flour in there. That just kind of makes it come out right. Okay. I gotta hold this camera and I can't really work with one hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the job, and then I'm gonna come back and show the photograph. See, this is really not gonna be too bad. You just kind of spread that dough around and get all the flour up. You don't want it soupy. You just want to kind of get it all in there, and we're going to make a big old dough ball out of it. And that was probably going to be enough milk. I'll throw the rest of it away. Alright, hang on a second. I take one hand and I dish out a little bit of flour and throw it on my cutting board here, and I take all the old dough that I have made and just kind of work it all together, and we turn it into a ball. This is not going to make a whole lot of dumplings. I have a cup. It's not much, but well, I don't have a big family here that I'm going to feed. It's just me and my old hound dogs, and I'm going to eat most of it myself. And if I cook too much, I'll eat too much. So we're going to eat a small amount of chicken and dumplings. As you can see, I'm making a ball, and you can mash it down here and get it in that flour on both sides, because you don't want it to stick. And I will take a rolling pin out here in just a minute. You can continue to use your fingers if you want to. I've done it a bunch of times, and just slowly press this dough out. We're going to make it about a 1/16 to an 1/8 thick, and we're going to cut it up into strips. Alright, hang on. After rolling it out with a rolling pin, it looks somewhat like that. Now you take one of these here pizza cutters, and you just kind of cut you some strips here. And I don't like my dumplings too long, so we're going to whack them all, yeah, this way too. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of little dumpling strips. Now I pick all my little dumplings up, and that floured pretty good on the sides where they don't stick, and if they're not, well, you can pick up some of this flour that's on the cutting board and pat them on there. So you don't want them to stick together, because we're going to put them all on a plate, and I'm going to stick them in the freezer. So while I'm preparing the rest of the chicken and dumplings, I want to try to get these cold and stiff. They're easy to handle. They seem to stay together a little bit better if they're frozen. So I'm going to stick them together and put them in the freezer. Alright, next step. Yeah, I cut all my little strips up and put them in And the styrofoam plate here, and now I'm going to stick them in the freezer and see if I can't get them kind of stiff. I didn't do my homework. Didn't lay out the chicken yesterday, so now I got frozen chicken. That's not a problem though. I'm going to throw it in the microwave, put it on defrost, and it'll defrost for about 3 minutes, and then I'll put it in the sink with some hot water in it so I can break them apart. Then I'll throw them in the pressure cooker and pressure cook them about, normally 30 minutes, but I might be able to give them another 5 or 10 minutes because they're frozen. And they still have some ice in them even after I defrost it in the microwave and soak it in some hot water in the sink. So we're going to improvise here. And that's how we're going to do this. We're going to stick it in the microwave and do it on the defrost. Alright. Okay, here's the chicken. It was in the microwave for about 3 minutes on the defrost. Now I'm running some very hot water here. We're going to move this thing on over. We're going to fill the bag up with hot water. You know, a lot of times you throw something in the sink with some hot water and you hope it's going to thaw out, and it seems to take forever. That's because the hot water heats the air up in the bag, and then the air kind of insulates the chicken, and it just doesn't really make a good contact. This way, if you fill the bag up, the water touches the chicken and it thaws it out pretty quick. Alright. Got my chicken floating around. Yeah, there's all hot water and all kind of bloated out here. Got my chicken floating around in my hot water. And I'm just going to give it about 5 minutes sitting in that hot water, and then I'm going to continue on to the next step. It won't be thawed out completely by any means, but it'll be thawed out enough I can break it apart and get it in the pressure cooker. And the pressure cooker will take care of the rest of it. Alright, next step. It's been a little less than 5 minutes now, but I'm getting kind of impatient. I'm going to go ahead and put some hot water in my pressure cooker and see if I can't break that chicken loose enough to get it where they're separated, and see if I can't get them kind of heating up here in the pressure cooker. Yeah, not going to be able to do this with one hand, so I'm going to cut her off and do it like it's supposed to. Okay, I got the chicken apart. It really wasn't that hard. It worked out pretty good. Turn a little light on the subject here. Alright, got the chicken in the pressure cooker, and of course it's still kind of frozen. Alright, it's pretty frozen to tell you the truth. And see if I can get that lid on the pressure cooker. Usually take both hands. Yeah, probably gonna take both hands. I don't know. I think I got it. So, I'm going to turn the controls over here on 2. I'm going to push the little button. I'm going to push the little button. I'll push the little button up. Yeah. So now pressure cookers. Everything looks pretty good, I guess. Everything, I guess it'll let me know about it. No, something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll do that. It'll do that because the little button ain't popped up. Yeah, I gotta get it right there. So we got fire under the pot, and got chicken in the pot, got water in the pot. Well, we just waiting on it to do its thing, waiting on the little button to pop up. Normally I'll do it about 30 minutes, and the meat will just be falling all off the bone. I'll take the chicken out with the little tongs and just pull the meat off the bone, throw the bones in the garbage, put the meat back in the water, and start making the chicken and dumplings. But this time I might go a little bit longer because this chicken was solid. Alright, we're going to be out for a little while, probably 35-40 minutes, and I'll be back. Alright, it's been about 40 minutes now, and the chicken's been cooking in the pressure cooker for 40 minutes under pressure. I just took the lid off, and you can see it's still boiling there. So now we're on to the next step. We're going to take each piece of chicken out of the pressure cooker and put it in the boiler, and put it in a bowl. Take some tongs and kind of hold it because it's very hot, and a fork, and just rake the meat off the bone. And that's how we get the meat for the chicken. Next step. Alright, there's the chicken. And we take it and we'll grab it with the tongs. And if you'll notice that this meat just really falls all to pieces on this chicken. This is one of those things you need two hands for, but yeah, definitely gotta have two hands. But by just mashing down on it, bone comes to sticking out. Shaking it a little bit here. Oh well, there's the bone right there. Anyway, you can see how you do that. You just hold the chicken, take the fork there, and just rake the meat off of it, and until we get all the meat out and we get rid of all the bones. Now, we have a whole bowl of chicken. That's a lot of chicken, no bones, and a bunch of old bones right here, which is going to be thrown in the garbage. Can't feed the bones to the dogs. Those are hollow bones. They're not good for dogs. So, I'm going to take the chicken and put it back into the chicken stock. We've got a lot of good chicken broth right here that we just cooked. Except for there's a little too much broth in here, so I'm going to dip some of it out and dump it, and going to then mix the chicken back in with what's left. I dipped out about 3 big old ladles, that's the ladle I use, of chicken stock, and now I'm going to dump all the chicken back into the chicken stock. Turn the fire back on. Okay, now we're getting ready to make some chicken and dumplings. Well, as usual, about that much salt. And pepper. A lot of pepper. Need a good spoon. Stir it all up. That chicken and broth. Okay, looks good already.